Question is search an element in a matrix. So this is the question. Given, write an efficient algorithm that searches for a value in an m cross n matrix. This matrix has the following properties. Integers in each row are sorted from left to right. The first integer of each row is greater than the last integer of the previous row. So right, so for this example, if this matrix is this, and the target is 3, we need to find the target in this matrix. So the output is true because it is present in this matrix. For example, in this case the target is 13, which is not present in this matrix, so we need to output it as false. The constraints are given like this. The m is equal to matrix dot length. Yeah, so let's see how we'll be going to solve this. So let's first of all make this matrix over here. Just a minute. 1 3 5 and 7, 10 11 16 20, 10 11 16 20 and 23 30 34 60, 23 30 34 60. So we need to find an element in this matrix, which is 3 cross 4. So a particular naive solution for solving this question is, we'll be searching for each element in the matrix until we find the element. If we find it, we'll we'll suddenly return true, otherwise we'll return false. So we'll start with the loop. Means it's basically iterating through the matrix, which you all might know that how to iterate through a matrix. So we'll start one loop, which is with the first loop, outer loop will indicate the number of rows and the inner loop will indicate the number of columns, and we'll keep on iterating until we find the element. So the time complexity for this solution will be big O of n square, because we are using two loops over here, and for each row we means for this row we are iterating through each and every column, and for this row we are iterating through each and every column. So time complexity big O of n square. In this approach, we are not using the fact that the elements are sorted in the means they are sorted from left to right. The integers in each row are sorted from the left to right, and also the first integer of each row is greater than the last integer of the previous row. So what this second point means, the first integer of each row is greater than the last element. So this element will be greater than this, and this element will be greater than this. So this essentially means that elements are also sorted in column wise, right? Because see, the first element of each row is sorted in the is greater than the last element of previous row. So this is this will help, and the row are sorted from left to right, so that means the elements are sorted in column wise also. So we will be using these two facts, that the elements are sorted in row wise as well as in column wise, and then we'll use this approach to solve this problem. So how will we going to solve this? So what we can do is, we can start from the top right corner or the bottom left corner, right? So we can start from this element or we can start from this element. See, if the target is 3, for this case the target is 3, right? So we'll use target as 3. So see, we'll start from the top right corner in this case, and if that if this current position element is equal to the target element, we'll simply return 2. Otherwise what we'll do, we'll check if that element is greater than the target or smaller than the target. So 7 is greater than the target, so that means it will be present on the left hand side of that of this element. See, target is 3 and the elements are sorted in the row wise as well as in column wise. So if we will be going down, we'll essentially be getting a value which is greater than the current 7, right? So if we will be going down, we'll get a value greater than 7, and if we'll go left, then we will be essentially getting a value which is less than the 7, right? So right now 7 is greater than 3, so we need to move to the left hand side. We'll come over here 5. So 5 is also greater than 3. We'll again go to the left hand side, and now we'll get the element as 3. This thus will return true. Now let's consider another target. Let's say target is 13. I need to find whether 30 is present in this matrix or not. We'll again start from the top right corner element, right? And now we'll check if the current element is greater than or less than or equal to. So 7 is less than 30. So in order to get 30, we need to move down because the elements are sorted in row wise as well as in column wise. So we'll come over here, right? And now we'll check if 20 is greater than or less than. It is again less than, so we'll go over here, 60, right? And now we'll check if 60 is greater than 30 or less than 30. So 60 is greater than 30. So if element is greater, we'll always find an element smaller than 8 on the left hand side. So we'll go to the left hand side, and now it's 34's turn. We'll check if 34 is greater. Yes, it's greater. Then we'll move to the left, and yeah, finally we'll find the element, right? Now let us consider the third case, then when the element is not present in this matrix. Yeah, so let's say let's take element as 13, and we need to find whether 13 is present in the matrix or not. We'll again start from the right hand side. 7 is less than 13, so we'll find 13 essentially over here, right? So what we'll do, we'll check if 20 is greater than or less than. It's greater than, then we'll move to the 20 is greater than, we'll move to the left hand side. 16 is also greater than 13, we'll move to the left hand side, right? 11 is less than 13, we'll move right hand side. 30 is greater than 30, so we'll move to the left hand side. And now 23 is greater than 13, so we'll again move to the left hand side. But now the matrix, there is no element in the matrix to be moved to be left, so we can't move to the left because the matrix there is no element basically, right? So we'll basically return false. So talking about the time complexity of this approach is, see, we are not iterating through each and every element of this array. What we are doing over here is we are iterating through row wise as well as in column wise. So the total time complexity of this solution is big O of R plus C, right? Where R stands for the number of rows and C stands for the number of columns. So let's try to code this. So now what we'll do is we'll make two variables, I, which will starting from 0, and int j, which will be equal to the number of columns in the matrix. And in our 2D matrix, in order to gain the number of columns, we use this matrix 0 dot length, right? So this is so in this for this case we'll get the number of columns. So, right, so what I explained you in the approach is we need to start from the top right corner, or you can start from the bottom left as well, no issue. But for this case I am starting with the top right corner. So I'll start from the top right corner. That's why so first of all, what is the index position of this element? It is 0 and 3. So I am getting 0 from the row wise and getting 3 from the j, -1. I need to do -1 as well to get the index, not the position actually, right? So this way I have got the position index value of this element, top right corner's element. So now I'll make while loop. I'll need to iterate through the matrix until I is less than matrix dot length. We don't need to move the value of I beyond this beyond the number of rows. So I have checked applied this check, and j greater than equal to 0, right? For this case we don't need to move beyond we don't need to move j beyond the zeros index, right? So I put the condition over here, and now we'll check if matrix of I j equal to target. If that's the case, we'll simply return true. Otherwise, we'll check if matrix matrix I j greater than target. If yes, so what we'll do, see if matrix of I dot or I and j greater than target, we'll do j minus minus. We need to move to the left hand side, and means we need to iterate through the column wise, not the row wise, right? So we'll do j minus minus, else we'll do I plus plus. Yeah, so and at end we'll return false if we don't find any element. So let's try to compile it. What's the problem? Oh, I applied triple checks, triple equal to. Yeah, so if the input matrix is only one element, then and the target is 0, we have found output as false. Now let's try to run for this as well. I'll copy this whole, and let's say target is 3. Now let's try to run it. Yeah, so the output is 2. Let's submit it. Yeah, so that's it. So that's the whole question. We need to just iterate, start from the top right or the bottom left. So we are basically doing this because of the fact that the matrix is sorted both row wise as well as the column wise. Otherwise we couldn't do this with we could solve this problem with this approach, right? So we started from the top right, iterated through each and every element, and accordingly we moved one row below or move one column behind. Yeah, thank you.